Let's take a look at the print vendor area. Here you can generate updated lists of your print subscribers, and then configure these lists to be automatically sent to your printing vendor based on a given schedule. To start, we will first need to add our printing vendor. Enter the name. Adding the print vendor's email address is optional, but is required if you want to deliver the file to your print vendor via email. Here you can enable or disable the vendor. Disabling the vendor will stop the files from being generated and transmitted. The list can be delivered in a variety of ways. The file can be sent directly to an FTP or SFTP server. For either option, fill out the necessary server details. Optionally, you can specify a remote directory on the server to upload the file to. If everything is set up correctly, testing will result in success. Alternatively, the file can be emailed to your print vendor. The file will be generated and then sent to this address. Or you could just manually deliver the file through some other means. With this option selected, the file will only be generated in the system, but not transmitted anywhere. You will need to download the generated file and deliver it yourself. The file can still be generated based on a schedule, which we'll look at later, or you can just generate one manually as needed. Once everything is set up successfully, we can create a schedule. Schedules are intended to be configured based on periods of time, and you can have multiple schedules with multiple issue codes to be generated and transmitted to the vendor. First, we'll create the name of the file that will be generated. You can add the date and time to the file name by using these optional variables. These variables will be replaced with the date and time that the file is generated. The method can be set to recurring or manual. If you set the method to manual, the file will not be generated automatically. It will only be created whenever you go and manually generate it. If the method is set to recurring, you can choose between two periods of time, weekly or monthly. Weekly, you can select the days of the week you want it to be sent. If set to monthly, you can select the specific days of the month you want the file to be sent. Then you can set the exact time of day you want the file to be delivered. Once the schedule is established, you need to choose the subscription plans that will be included in the file. Up here, you can get an idea of just how many subscribers will be included in the list. Once you are done, you can save the schedule. Here you can edit or delete the schedule as needed. If necessary, you can continue adding more schedules, with different customized lists to be generated and sent to your vendor. Once you are done, you are ready to start generating and sending files. If we go back to the print vendor's index page, we will see our list of vendors. If we now open the vendor, we will see that we don't have any generated files yet. We can either wait till the next scheduled time for the file to automatically generate, details shown here, or we can generate a file manually. Select the date and time. If you select a past date, the file will be generated immediately. Depending on the delivery options you configure during setup, once the file is processed, it will automatically either get uploaded to your print vendor server, or sent by email to your print vendor, or it will be available for download here. Regardless of your set schedules, you can come and manually generate a new file at any time. And there we have it. This is a look at the print vendor tool, where we make it easy to ensure that your printer always has an updated list of your subscribers. Continue adding additional vendors and schedules as necessary.